Okay, so thank you for being late for the short introduction. Okay, I'm happy. Very welcome to the workshop. Okay, so we have some activity to play around. Okay, so let me go through. So this is a topic for today. Coaching MTP. MTP means for management training program. So it's a practice. It's a practical science for empowering managers. Okay. May I know every one of you is a manager? Is every one of you hold a manager title? Any one of you? Or without manager's titles? Okay? As long as you got into this classroom, okay, even your title are not managers, okay, your daily routine, okay, the role is as a manager. So that's why your superior or your boss sent you to this workshop. Okay? So you just take it today, you are the managers. Okay? So I'm the founder of Christmas Consultancy and also the co-founder of this Farm. Okay? And also the business chair for B75. Okay? So very quickly, we started today's session. Okay? So I do not, only a few of you I know, then the rest first time I met you. Okay? So there's a piece of paper on my hand. Okay? So each group, one person, okay, you can pick one. Yes or no? Who volunteer? Lucky draw. Okay? Okay? After you take, you stand up, okay? Then you tell me your name, okay? You are from which country? Which country? Which company? Okay? Hong Kong, Malaysia. Okay? We are in the international class. Okay? Yeah, your name, okay? You are from what which company? Okay? Then what is the little business of paper?
Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Maslow and officially, then I'm from Packing Food Manufacturing Singapore. Yeah, so this paper is written on blind spot activity. Top management wants to change, but what can we do?
Okay. Okay, so this is blind spot number 19. Okay, which means on my hand, I got 20 blind spot. Okay, read it again.
Top management wants to change, but what can we do?
Okay, quite familiar? Any one of you facing the same scenario, raise your hand. Higher. Which means that the top management want to change. What can we do? Sound familiar, right?
Yes.
Okay, that is one of the blind spot. Okay, usually happen in our organization. Okay, thank you, Shirley. Okay, come. Yeah, your name, from which organization, and also which country.
Okay, good morning everyone. So my name is Imran. I'm from Wawasan LPS, my manager and another player. Okay, so my blind spot is number 60. I manage people, but they are still passive.
Okay, so the blind spot is I manage people, but they're still passive. Any one of you facing the same problem? Okay, so Quite familiar, huh? All people all face the same transport, huh? When this group. I'll handle it when the problem comes up. Sound familiar, not? Any one of you? Facing the same scenario. Okay? Then the last. Remember? Okay? This one very familiar, right? Huh? I'm not the boss, they won't listen to me. So, the boss dialogue. Okay? So everyone going to look for the boss. That's why all the bosses are so busy, right? Okay? So this means in our daily operation, okay, our daily operation, we are facing so many blind spot problems. Okay? So, for today, okay, you start a day joining this workshop, okay, what we are going to learn after this today workshop complete, every one of you should get this key learning outcome tag, okay? I don't want it after today, you just take back, okay? Don't give it back to me. Okay, so this is the gift I will give all of you for today. Okay, so first, at the end of this program, you should understand the 4 principles of organization operation. Okay, that is the first key takeaway. Then the second, you should be able to identify the 5 basic human needs. Okay, so this is the second takeaway. Then number 3, you should know how to practice the 6 essential steps of problem solving. As a manager or supervisor, okay, or anyone superior, okay, you should always, I think you may facing so many problems every day, right? So, do you like to know the 6 essential steps? How to solve the problem? So, you have to pay attention on this. Then finally, you have to lead the team to apply the 4 ECRS principles and also the PDCA. Okay? Any one of you heard about this before? Any one of you heard, what is the 4 principles, what is the 5 basic human needs? Any one of you? Partially, yeah? Okay? So, never mind. Today, through group activity, we'll go through all this. Okay? So, this is the contents outline for today. So, the module 1 is about the introduction. Okay? The module 2 is about mastering the organizational operation. Okay? Module 3 will focus on the foundation of effective problem solving. Then module 4 will be driving the continuous improvement with the PDCA cycle. Then final module will be the conclusion. Then the whole day program will cover all these modules. Okay? Let's continue. Okay, so before we continue to module 2, okay, I would like to know all of you, your name and your company. So this is the paper. You can take each paper you write down your name and also you are from which company. Okay, then after that, you make it as a name tag, name stamp. Okay, you do it like this. Okay, then you write the name, make sure and put on the paper, then I can see your name. Then I can call your name. Yeah, that is marker. Enough paper, huh? Okay, done, huh? So we continue to module 2. Okay? So the first question, you just imagine that when people get promoted, what change? Okay? Salary change. Am I right? Or the most direct one is salary change. Okay, what else? New task. Okay. Title change. Okay. How about you? The responsibility much more. Okay. What else? Stress. Okay. Anyone facing the same problem? Okay. Stress. Michael? So when you get promoted, what changed?
The expectation from boss.
The expectation from boss changed because of salary increase, right? The more money you get, the more responsibility you have to bear. Huh? Okay? So when people get promoted, actually something changed. That's why you share just now. Okay, either title change or whatever change now. The salary increase also change, right? Okay? The most important change is what?
Mindset.
Mindset. What kind of mindset?
You want to organize the group of your team.
The team. Can you repeat?
Mindset need change, okay? Because you want to organize well for our team.
Okay, mindset. Okay. This is one of the key words. mindset. What kind of mindset is that? Huh? Open-minded. Okay? Open-minded. How open-minded is that? Until you cannot make decision. Accept the thing others expect. Can you make it more precisely? More specific? Stand up, stand up, stand up. You are Stella. Okay, Stella, top talent. You don't know. Okay, never mind. Okay. What kind of mindset change? Ownership. Only one. Make it as our own responsibility. What else? Which it? The leadership and skill. Okay? Leadership and skill, okay? That's what we want to learn today, right? Okay? What else? The way to do things. Okay? How? More authority can. You do this, you do that, am I right? Okay? Yeah, something changed. Okay? Something changed. But mostly, we know something changed. But do we have a whole picture, a clear picture, what changed and what you should behave in future? Do you have any idea on this? After you get promoted, after everything, as what you shared just now, changed, okay? Anything happened to you in your daily life? Is there anything will happen to you, will impact in your daily life?
Decision making.
Yes. One of the changes is, before this maybe you just follow instruction and execute. But after this, maybe you cannot, right? So something changed. Okay? Something changed. So, the one very, very important, okay, mindset change is, when you get promoted, are you still alone? When you get promoted, are you still work alone? No, right? So that is one of the most important mindset change you have to realize. Before this, maybe you are executive, okay? So you work alone. Bosses tell you you have to do this task, then you started to execute. Am I right? But when you get promoted to supervisor or manager, which means you are not work alone. You got your subordinate or you got your team member. So you are no longer working alone anymore. Okay, there are so many managers or supervisors, after they get promoted, they still work alone. They become superhero of the company. They become the superhero, the super executor in the company. Are you the one?
Yes.
You are the one, okay? So, do you want to change?
I want to change.
If you don't want to change, then as long as the company grows bigger, then you have no longer live a life means organization. Okay? I give you all 5 minutes to discuss. Okay? Each group, you have 5 minutes to discuss what means organization. Okay? 5 minit berbincang. Okay? Who want to lead? Who want to lead? Who want to lead the discussion? Now you are not alone, no? You are not alone already. You are the one team already. Yeah. Okay, guys, listen. What is organization?
After our discussion, so an organization, maybe they will bring the organization's purpose, and it will comprises of the leaders and followed by the followers all that. So for every management, every tier of the employee, they will have their own responsibilities and also purposes.
Okay. Got it?
Yeah.
That is the point of view for this group. So, thank you.
Hi, good morning everyone. I'm Chloe from Food. So our group have these ideas about the organization. So first of all, so we think that organization is a group of people who manage company from a messy to organized manner. And then first, you should have a leader to give the instructions and to make the decisions, to lead the teams. And then everyone should have a clarity of the responsible. At the same time, we share the risk and burden. We manage the risk, we share the risk of the company together. And also, we share the same objective and the goal is aligned among the team.
Okay.
And we have a clarity of the responsible and roles of each of the team members. And most importantly is the clarity of the structural of the organization to make things work better.
Okay. Wow. What do you think about that? Huh? So complete. You are under the same team. Okay, which means your organization should be perform better, right? Let's talk about this.
For our first three, our organization we have this common layers and the people are divided into different departments. So like financial department, operations, management, and so on, and we are working together. And we want to execute a plan which is well planned in advance and not a random decision. Yeah, to achieve our goal.
Okay, thank you. So from these two groups, we can hear one keyword. Okay, together achieve goal. Okay, that's one of the keywords.
Hi, everybody. Good morning. My name is Maslow. So in our discussions, organization means a group of people who are divided into, as we call, departments, divisions, and everyone is with aligned vision, achieving the same objective, and everyone is taking up the vision as their own responsibility to taking up the leadership, the ownership to achieve the goal. That's organization, and with also a clarity of the workflow, as in the work departments work together within the departments, within the organization. It's a clarity of the work, how it's linked to achieve the same objective.
Okay, thank you. So that's all the input, okay, from you all after the discussion. Okay, so one of the key words is achieve the same goal. Okay, that is very important. What goal is that? Is your personal goal or the organization goal? Okay, so as an organization, the manager always need to bear in mind, okay, there's an organization goal, not your personal goal only. Okay, so, okay, now you know what. Okay, so for the afternoon session, the module 3 is all about solving problem. How you have to be ever ready, prepared to solve problem. Do you agree that? Yes, right. Anyone disagree? As a manager, no need to solve problem. Huh? Everyone agree, right? Okay, so let's take a refresh. In your daily practice. When you're facing problem, okay, when you're facing problem, what you do? Normally, what you do? When there's a problem, right? Normally, what you do? Find out the root cause. Pardon? Repeat. Okay. How about you? Solve the problem. Directly solve the problem. Identify and solve. Okay? In our daily operation, okay, normally in corporate daily operation, sure there will be some problem arise. Okay? So as a manager, you do not have any excuses to pass your problem to the boss. Okay? Sooner or later, then your boss becomes Superman. Okay? So normally in organization, what's the role played by the manager? Normally, you just think of it, normally when the problem arises as a manager, okay? Wow, so high. Okay? You are the manager. Under you, maybe got A, B, C, right? When there's basic problem, they bring to you. Your boss is here, or CEO, right? Okay, is here. So when your subordinate bring the problem to you, so what next? What next? You're in charge of what? Sales. Okay, sales. So Imran under you. No.
He's not sales.
Not
I mean,
sales.
he's not in sales, but he's in admin.
Admin. In charge of social media.
Yeah.
Okay? So which means this is another scenario can be used for later part. Which means you are in sales. Imran in admin. But Imran also in charge of social media marketing. Am I right? Some part. You see? Cost also. There is some tasks not that clear. Okay? That later part. Thank you. So when a subordinate reflect on problem to manager, okay? What does the manager do next? Throw back. You throw to me, I throw back to you. Huh? Listen. Okay. Okay. delegate some of the tasks. Okay. What else? When your subordinate brings the problem to you, what do you do? Discuss about the problem based on what? Based on what? This morning we learned organization, right? We learned the 4 principles, right? So what is the 4 principles? Plan, organizing, leading, controlling. Okay? Control what? KPI. Okay? KPI is related to what? Goal. Don't forget. Okay? The 4 principles of organization structure, okay, is to make sure, okay, is to make sure you lead the whole organization to achieve the goal. So when back to here, when your subordinate, okay, bring a problem to manager, first mindset you have to be aware is the problem arise is that related to what? Goal. Is that related to your organizational goal? As what you planned just now. As what you planned just now. Okay? First, you have to set the goal, right? So, when your subordinate, okay, bring problem to you, as a high performance manager, you have to be always bear in mind. Is that problem related to the organization goal or not? Which means that if that problem I don't solve, the goal will not achieve. Then I need to solve it or not? Yes, right? So if the problem is not related to the organization goal, how will you take it? If the problem arises is not related to the organization goal, do you need to solve it? Okay, so always, what I mean is, always as a manager, always goal-oriented. Okay, always goal-oriented. When your subordinate bring an issue to you. Okay, sebab kebanyakan problem itu kan, okay, mungkin tak berkaitan dengan objektif ataupun goal, kan? If you try your very best to solve it, you just wasting your resources. You can straight away you ask your team member, is this problem related to our goal? We need to leading, right? We need to leading our team member to have the goal-oriented mindset also. Which means not every problem need to solve. Which means not every problem need to solve. Sometimes you need to chop. If not, you will be too busy. If your team member not know how to identify problem. Okay? If your subordinates don't know how to identify problem, you as a manager, you will get into trouble. Okay? Everything they come to you. Boss, I got this problem. Boss, I got this problem. Then you're busy solve all your problem. But it's not related to your problem. So that is the difference between work hard and work smart. The people who work smart, they are always think about who. Okay, so this is very important as a manager. So is there any formula? Yes. So that's the sixth step of problem solving. You do not need to snap lah. Later I just give to your leader. Okay, please pay full attention on the keywords. Okay, so the first step is identify. Identify means you define the problem clearly versus symptoms. You know one is clearly and symptom. You know what is the difference? Sometimes your subordinate, okay, bring problem to you, they don't define it clearly. In example, just now, okay, when we do small group discussion, okay, when we do small group discussion, the example in this group, they raise one problem. Okay, it's about the performance problem, right? The SOP. Okay, the SOP. So the SOP cannot not follow to the SOP. So not follow to the SOP. So the problem is cannot perform. OT too much, okay, not enough rest, okay, make mistake, okay. Then there is two different perspectives. The employee perspective is too tired, okay. But the superior perspective is this worker or this employee, okay, don't have this sense of belonging to the company. Okay, you see, in this situation as a manager, okay, if you judge, if you identify that the problem is because of the employee do not have sense of belonging to the company, what action you will take next? What action you will take next? Maybe you fire. Am I right? You let go. Okay? No sense of belonging to the company now. Always, okay, make mistake. Chop. Kasih pecat. So that's why just now, what I asked. So that what I asked just now, do you still remember how I asked you? Huh? No, it's the problem because the group discussion, they tell me there is two scenarios. Scenario one come from the employee. Employee complain because too much work. not enough rest, okay, until they make mistake. This is the employee voice out, okay. But from the manager perspective, it's because don't have sense of belonging. So that's why just now I asked further question. As a manager, you should know how to ask question. I asked further question. The employee, okay, the manager justified that the employee do not have sense of belonging to the company, okay. What is the facts? Is there any facts to prove to you this employee really don't have sense of belonging? Or is just the manager perspective? So your answer, just the manager perspective. So if just the manager perspective, which means the first step to identify the problem is not defined clearly. It's like symptom. You know what is symptom? Achoo! This is what symptom? Maybe sick, maybe only a symptom only, maybe allergic only. Am I right? Achoo! Maybe allergic. Okay, how to prove that I'm really freezing? I'm really more sick. Really. So maybe I'm very tired, keep on chill until non-stop. Okay, then the flu coming out, and then more clear. If not, just a symptom. So this is very important first identify. Because as a manager, if you identify wrong problem, you will make wrong decision. Then the problem forever not solved. Okay? That is one story. Okay? You say a girl want to keep fit, want to get things slim. Okay? They try very hard. The girl try very hard, but come to the end still cannot slim down. Then the friend asks, okay, why? Why you try so hard cannot slim down? Then the girl say, because of gravity. Gravity. If your body weight cannot go down, the root causes the problem is because of the earth got gravity, then forever you cannot solve the problem. Am I right? You identify the wrong problem because the gravity is, that's why I cannot see that. You go like this, when you identify the wrong problem, so the step one, identify. Then second one, analyze. So that's why you need to analyze. Analyze means what you need. Uncover underlying issue by using root cause analysis. One of the method is the 5 why methodology. Keep asking why. You know how to ask 5 times why? No. 5 why. Okay? Not the when, what, no one, no, not why, W1, HRDC. Okay? It's why. 5 times why. Let's try. Anyone want to try? Anyone want to try out? Role play, 2% come. 5 why. Anyone volunteer? You challenge yourself. Any one of you daily practice asking 5 why? Okay, Chloe, come. Who want to become a role play partner? Okay? Who want to ask why and who want to answer?
I answer ask.
Okay? You take one, okay? You try to take on one problem, okay? And raise up to her, okay? Then we see what will happen after you asking 5 why.
Any problem?
Yes,
Oh,
just practice.
okay. Cannot complete my jobs on time. I need to buy time and come. Yeah, I need more time to do that.
How? Oh, why right? Why do you think that you lack of time?
Because I think the process is more complicated than what I expected. Yeah. I thought I need 3 days, but now I think more 3 days to complete the task.
Why you need more days to complete the task?
I think you have assigned 3 jobs to me, and I can't really focus on one yet. Then I need time to complete the ones that you want to deliver.
Sorry again.
Because you need a lot of reps at the same time. That's why I need time to complete the ones that you expected me to complete. I'm handling a lot of things.
I always find to what and how.
So that is your thinking habit.
Yeah.
Okay? You see, what is the difference when you ask why and you ask how? When you ask how, which means deep inside here, you are more to executive mindset. Executive mindset always think of how am I going to finish this? How am I going to execute this? How am I going to do it? Executive mindset. So that's why when your subordinate come to you and raise a problem, okay, you start to think, how am I going to solve this? When you think, how am I going to solve it, which means you solve it, not your subordinate solve it, then you are always, okay, train to become a more super executive. Why 5 why? Because when you ask 5 why, finally, okay, he will realize, okay, what is the root causes. Why you think, okay, I assign so many tasks to you, okay, will cause you cannot finish your task. Why you think like this? Why?
Because you think I'm very capable, very high capable. You think I'm more talented than others. Is it?
Yes.
Praise my performance rate. That will be about the improvement of myself.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. So is that easy to ask 5 whys? Not easy. Okay? But as a manager, we need to practice. Okay? So the 5 why will help you really uncover the underlying issue. Just now that scenario, okay, very properly is because the employee priority management skills are not up to there. Or they do not know how to organize their work. Okay? If they realize after you ask 5 why, okay, then no more complaint. Okay, so analyze this one very important. After analyze, generate solution. Always after analyze, you have to generate solution. Either you brainstorm the creative solution, which means brainstorm creative solution without judgment. Let's say your subordinate come to you, okay, after you asking 5 why, when you're doing brainstorm with your subordinate, please, don't, when it comes to brainstorming, okay, without any judgment. What means without any judgment? Oh, this one cannot one. Oh, this one I think cannot. This one last time the air worker try already cannot. That is judgment. Okay? If every time you brainstorm with your subordinate, okay, then try to think and then try to provide solution, then you always judge. Sorry, no? You do not. Okay, you solve it by your own. Okay, don't take the third step. Then the fourth, evaluate or select. Assess option using criteria like feasibility and impact. So this is what, this part, number 4, step 4. Step 4, who should decide? Who should select? When you see when your subordinate come to you, okay, after identify, after analyze, okay, after generate the solution through brainstorming, okay, now come to select which, let's say got option A, option B, option C, okay, who should select? Subordinate. Who should select after generate the solution? The manager together with the subordinate. The manager should make the decision. Solution A, solution B, solution C. Okay? You select together with the subordinate. Okay? Berdasarkan, okay, perbincangan antara kita. Okay? Kemungkinan besar option B. Okay? Kita boleh cuba. Kita boleh cuba. Bukan saya boleh cuba.
What if when the manager make the decisions, but to get the decision driven by the process owner, then they won't doing the instruction as per the decision made.
So you have to coordinate. You have to leading the effective communication. It's not a game. What is leading? Leading means, okay, you disagree, okay, I lead you to agree. Why is manager together with the subordinate should make the selection? Because after this, who are going to report to the boss? Is the manager are going to report to the boss. So if the manager go to the selection, what will happen? Next, after implement, okay, then the result is not good, the problem is not solved, the boss asks the manager, then the manager will answer, I don't know, you can't make the decision. Even you are not me. You will control if you don't make the decision. If you don't make the decision, you won't control. There is nothing inside here. So the manager together with the subordinate, you need to make the selection. After you make the selection, you have to double confirm before implement. Before implement, you need to double confirm with your subordinate. What are you going to implement? You all learned before. Do you still remember? Because I taught him before, so that's why I asked. Do you still remember? You want to demo it? Okay, which means when it comes to implement, okay, create action plan with timeline and responsibility. When you come to this implementation, when you assign, okay, let's say we make the final decision, we choose option B. Okay, then manager accountable to the option, to the selection. Okay, the subordinate accountable to execution. So when, let's say, Vincent is the guy who is accountable to execution, okay? Then I have to further discuss with Vincent, okay? For this option, when you execute, okay? How should you report to me? So first, I need to make sure he's very clear about the option we choose. First, step one. Okay? So how I make sure he's really clear about what to do. I will ask the person, can you repeat for option B? Okay? What should we do? I always say we. Sense of belonging, right? We, right? Okay? So you tell me, oh, I will do this. First up, okay, in what situation or in what circumstances, okay, you need to report to me. In what situation you can make your own decision. If any emergency happen, okay, do you think that you can handle it? What kind of emergency you can handle it? What kind of emergency you can't handle it? You have to look for me. Then finally, if you are me, okay, how will you execute this project? Or how will you take action? Will you act differently? Or you will follow the same procedure? So through this further pre-implementation conversation, okay, Vincent will have a clear picture, okay? His accountability is up to what level? Because he knows what to report, okay? What should ask my permission, what should not. Then you train a very professional executive and the future assistant manager, because you taught him how to think. So during the implement, and after that, as a manager, don't forget the last one, monitor or evaluate. That's still back to controlling. Why you need to monitor? Why you need to monitor? You need to control. But this is always the manager mistake. After implement, no monitor. That's why in Chinese they say 掉链子. So when you say your subordinate 掉链子, I will ask you, is your subordinate 掉链子 or you 掉链子? Okay?
Yes.
Okay, now clear? So 6 steps of problem solving. So this means practical science. Science means all the way how you solve the problem. Okay, you arrange it. Okay, into a proper execute flow. That is called system. Okay, there's so many managers say, I know this, I know that, I know all in here. You cannot put it into step by step to duplicate to your subordinate, which means, okay, until final day of your life, okay, everything is still inside you. Without you, anything cannot run. So, okay, 6 steps. Okay, now your turn. Theory is theory, right? Practice. Okay, we do one more case study. Okay, participants apply the 6 steps to a common workplace issue. Okay, again you need to discuss. You need to choose. In the morning section, if your company is already chosen as one of the case study, during this session, change. Let everybody got fair chances now. Okay? So, in example, we're solving a customer service bottleneck. This is just an example. Okay? Whatever example I show here, don't use. Okay? Use your own case study. Is that okay?
Sure.
Looking, identify a problem, then follow the 6 steps. See whether you do it right or not. Okay? Let's begin.
Okay, who want me to okay, so
I suppose you will reflect back to your problem. So are you going to maybe that is not the reason. Let's say the doctor say want to solve the problem. The product being produced are not matched to customer expectation. This is the problem you want to rectify. Okay, now MTP identify. Second step is analyze. Why? Find why. Why not up to customer expectation? Is the size or the taste or the packaging? Packaging, that's your step. Packaging. Because you see, I will identify the problem, you go and solve the problem. Okay, even if how you adjust the size of the because the customer greater expectations is because of the packaging you don't like.
We think it's good, but apparently some postal clients, they might not get taste.
Okay.
Yeah, we are not. I don't know, different way. They always ask for simple, but when we do simple, they actually want more.
Okay, so what's the problem? Identify.
Deadline. We need to control the time, the delivery time.
Okay.
So this is the problem.
So the identified problem is cannot make deadline. So after this, the second step is to analyze.
Analyze.
Analyze means cannot make deadline. How many projects cannot make deadline?
It's how one.
Every project, of course, you need to ask why also. If every project cannot make deadline, or some of the project. If some of the project, what kind of project? If that is the project, okay, why? Why this kind of project always cannot make deadline? Because in general cannot make deadline. What kind of project cannot make deadline? Which part of the project cannot make deadline? I say an example. You know the marketing project, right? So in the marketing project, how much or how many percent of that project is controlled by you and how many percent are not controlled by you? So we have to identify the real problem is actually come from your side or the outsourced side. Is every project also happening the same or just some of the project? You have to be
Then is always raising is how not every project, mostly the design, so this is the because of not keep the sense. And what they say our expectation is not. Although we have a brief questions, then they have shown us the reference, and we are going to work how much more. Normally we do 10 but for that, we are expanding. Expanding means we are doing more options. So that's why from that day, I talked to my team, we are going to that whole discount. We don't do it, we don't really personally ask for the logo. Because when we have the logo, I mean the kind of logo, what activity we really do the brand is. That would be simpler in the system. Everyone just follow the system, show it the collectors, but logo is always the challenge. Because you're thinking about the logo, typeface, graphic face, color, typo, and what kind of feeling you want to put on it. You know, like the MTA, that's how the logo is more graphical. Maybe tech key is more wordings. Nike just is simple, but the simple is not completely simple because it's come from very difficult versions. And we brand something like that.
He hired a new salesperson.
Okay.
So the other person, he needs to return to because the salesperson hired actually the company sector in Sydney. Then this person don't have experience at all. Is hilang orang kami tahu. Jadi kalau dia tidak pernah, yang kami需要开发的这个特别的，来自已经有 supplier 需要选择的话嘛，你这边会是什么？
And mostly 5 projects. Five projects was very long. Because I'm the one who there's sometimes the clients is different factor. Some are very helpful. Some they see what other team and they can get and we got a lot of things. A lot of different that means that it's very They are being the quotation based I mean, this budget for 2 months. Within 2 months of creation. In more than 2 months, you have to be very cheap. This is my first this is what we do. They were analyzed before they accepted the operation of this so we work very closely with you. What that this is
So that process started to implement and so they set the systems because they don't want them to stop. That's why so I'm following this, but originally the case is this one will trigger their order, so they must start to remove the systems. So we are dealing with them so that experience so we change the words of saying the things, not to harm we are not like okay, so what are the solutions beside what we want to
to identify real problem. Okay? Hi guys. Hey, can you hear? My question is, after nearly a half an hour discussion, do you think identify real problem is that easy? Okay? Luckily, you seem very interested. Okay, you didn't say I'm very troublesome. Then, okay, you don't need to become manager. Okay, ready? Identify real problem is not easy. So that's why we need more practice, including how to ask 5 times why. Including how to ask 5 times why. Okay? So, after this, each group, 1 representative. Okay? You just share with us just now, within that 30 minutes discussion. Okay? I give you 15 minutes, but lastly you add 30 minutes now. Oh, hand fry, okay? So identify problem is not easy. The real problem is not easy. Okay? Normally in daily practice, okay, because of time constraint. Sometimes there are too rushing for us to really put more time effort to identify the real problem. Okay, so that's why if we don't put effort to identify the right problem, okay, most probably they will fall under a negative cycle. You keep solving wrong problem, then you'll become more busy, more busy, and more busy. That's why in Chinese they say, "Ma." Okay, busy until blind. Okay, busy until blind. Okay, there's a 6 step you you learn. I do not know how many steps you apply already. Okay, you just come up and share with us during the discussion. Okay, what you learn. The process of identifying problem. Okay? So, who want to share your thought? Come. Because I want to make sure you really go through the process.
Everyone, I'm Vincent. So, just now after our discussion, actually our company recently hired a new salesman. So I got asked by team about his performance because he cannot already 2 weeks, but he still cannot meet our requirement of the sales target. Although we provided the sales training and asked him to report to us. So after this discussion, to make the long story short is the conclusion is because of the background of this guy, maybe not so suitable as he's from the Jaga Kilang factory, position as a supervisor, 20 overseer. Now suddenly because of loss of his job, we give him a chance to entering this sales industry, but maybe he got some loss. So this is the conclusion.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay, you see just now Vincent shared, okay, at the very beginning point, okay, the problem that they identified is the salesperson cannot perform. Okay, the salesperson cannot perform. After hiring for two weeks, they still cannot perform even after training. Okay, so now it's still back to morning session, the 4 principle. Okay? When you hire a person come into your organization, okay, which means he will be part of your organization. Am I right? Yes. So part of your organization, which means he need to contribute to your organization goal? Yes. Yes, right? Yes. So the purpose that you hire him is because you want to achieve the sales goal, right? Okay? So now the question is, based on what HR criteria you hire this person? If you want this person to join your organization, okay, the role is doing sales. So what should you ask yourself, or what should you ask your HR department head? Now, your HR department need to list down related to sales. What kind of sales? Door-to-door sales or what? Okay? What is the criteria? What is the experience these people need? Then only you can hire right person. So back to this scenario, which means at the very beginning, okay, the salesperson cannot perform. That is not the right question. So if you keep focus on this question, you will keep on doing more training I'm preparing full set of catalog okay, I'm getting more leads for him to go But the main problem is this person is not suited to position. The Kilang man, how the Kilang man can, you know what? The Kilang man, the working experience is always deal with machine, you know. I'm not to say people cannot change. I got one friend, dealing with machine, okay, more than human. At the first time I met him, it's really like a robot, you know. Okay? It's really like robot because it's more convenient with the human interaction. So even lastly, because of family, he migrated back to Malaysia. It took a very long time to change himself, you know. This is asing one, very difficult one. Not everyone can easily change. So you need to think about it. If you really want to change one person 360 degrees, how much cost you need to pay? The effective communication cost.
Unlimited.
Now you know. Okay? So, if they rectify the problem, which means what they should do, they should review the existing HR, okay, recruiting procedure. Okay, that only can solve this problem. Okay? Okay. Thank you again for Vincent. Okay, next. Okay, this group. Ooh. So, what are the four principles of organizational operation? One person, one. Okay. Okay, you can remember the keywords are planning, organizing, okay. In leading, what is the keywords? Leading. Yeah, effective communication. Okay, effective communication is the keywords. In planning, smart goal. Okay? Any one of you don't know what is smart goal? Any one of you don't know what is smart goal? You don't know what is smart goal. Okay, any one of you know what is smart goal? Don't know also. Smart goal is smart formula. Okay, the S stands for specific. Okay. M stands for measurable. Okay, the smart goal. S stands for specific. Okay, M stands for measurable. M achievable. Realistic. That P. So that is smart goal setting formula, which means every time you set a goal, make sure you ask yourself, is that specific? Specific means I want to do more sales. Specific or not? More sales, specific or not? Not specific. Okay? I want to increase 10% sales this month. 10% specific. I want to increase 1,000 unique sales this month. Specific. Can be measurable, huh? 10%, 1,000 unique can be measurable, huh? Can. Achievable, huh? Depends. Okay? Depends what you sell or depends what task is that. Okay? For example, your current sales is only 100,000 per month. Around that. Okay? Then you set a goal. Okay? By next month, I want to increase 5 million. Then you have to rethink that. Is that achievable? Okay? Or realistic or not? Okay? Somebody tell you they want to fly to Mars. Okay? To do sales. Okay, it's not realistic. Okay? Then timeline. Timeline is very important. Okay? So in planning smart goal. Okay? Then in this, the first is plan right, the organization. What we learn? Organizing, right? What means organizing? Yeah, you have to, okay, you have to calculate, okay, the people inside your, the people in your organization, the resources in the organization, then you do a proper, you structure it out. Okay? You turn it into an organization chart. So that easy for you to manage. Okay? Who is the person in charge of each? Okay, that is the 4 principles of organizational operation. This is very important. As a manager, this is the key ability you need to learn. In Chinese, they call 组织力. 组织力 means how you organize people and resources. Okay, you can consider people as one of the resources also, which means organizing is how you organizing your resources. Okay, so this is what we learned in the module, first module. What are the 6 steps of problem solving? Identify, analyze, generate solution, okay? Evaluate or selection, implement, okay? Then after that? Monitor. Okay, good. Wow. All the make sure after 1 week also still remember. Okay? That is the 6th step. How about the 3rd step? Cannot refer one. 3rd step.
I cannot remember.
Okay, if you want to make use of all these as your weapon, okay, you have to practice until become your part of your muscle memory. You know what is muscle memory? Okay? In Chinese they say 肌肉记忆. So now you know why when I ask question, okay, I can ask whatever question, okay, I can easily manage so many questions because it's already turned into my muscle memory already. Auto-generate. Okay, it takes time. It takes time. Okay, it takes time. Okay, but it's possible. As long as your mindset, okay, you change, you transform. I like to use transform rather than change. Transform is a transformation. Okay, it's a transformation. Transformation are more, it means more in depth compared to change. Transformation is inside out. It's a change from inside out. It's not, I come and force you, Vincent, you have to change. No, that is not. If because of this you change, that is not real transformation. Okay? Real transformation is from inside out. You are totally turned into a new guy. A new engine, new DNA, new one. Okay? Totally changed. Okay, that's transformation. So there's the 6th step of this problem solving. Then this the ECRS. So ECRS we use to apply for what? So
To find the solution.
ECRS. Huh? Okay. Why you need to reduce unnecessary work? Save time, save cost, save money. What else?
To improve productivity.
To improve productivity. What else? There is one keyword for ECRS. One keyword. Yes, streamline the process. That is keywords. Okay, that is the main purpose. Okay, to apply ECRS. In Chinese they say 流程简化. Okay. Okay. This is the PDCA. Okay. PDCA. We can use the PDCA cycle for what? What kind of improvement? Continuous improvement. So that's why you see here this picture. Okay. Just imagine that you have a standard operation procedure already. Okay? This is your standardization. Okay? Sometimes, because the world keeps changing, so many new things coming up, new issue, new challenge. Sometimes whatever you set as standard, okay, it cannot always remain the same. Some new technology coming up, then you need to do some upgrade or improvement. So in this situation, you need to bring in the PDCA. Okay? Normally PDCA you don't do it alone. Okay? You can form a small team, energetic small team. What means energetic small team? Energetic and active small team. Why? Huh? Very to do. Okay? An energetic active small team. Okay? Those people in this small team need to be what kind of character they need? Passionate. Passionate in what? Huh? Try and error. And let's say, in example, for human study, human brain study, has two kinds of mindset. Okay? One is fixed mindset. Okay, one is fixed mindset. Another one is growing or open mindset. Okay, so for the energetic active team, which kind of mindset person more suitable? Growing. Okay, so this is also part of organization, organizing. When you think of you want to form a small team, okay, what people you want to organize them? In example, this is an energetic active small team. These four, very energetic, very open, okay, willing to learn, act fast. Then this one, fixed mindset. Every time we think, cannot one this one. Take time now. We are doing so good already, ma. Why need to change? You see the difference or not? So as I said, energetic and active. You need to think of it. Okay? What kind of character is suitable to this then they can be included in your energetic active team. Then you can start the PDCA process. Improvement or optimization. Okay, for improvement or optimization. Okay? Any question? Any question? No question. No question, then I ask. Okay? I ask. Okay? Who want to come up? I want you come up to share. Okay? Along the whole day you learn. What is the key take up of today? Okay? Everyone of every group, one representative. This is also recall. Okay? Along the whole day we starting 9:30, right? 9:30 around there. Right? 9:30. Okay, until now. Okay, the key takeaway from today's workshop. 掌声。
real problem according to the Maslow hierarchy of needs, what their needs, and try to help them to achieve it, and so that they will attain the organization goal and complete the task.
Okay, which means we will focus on the 4 principles of organization structure, mainly on the effective communication. Am I right? So will you do any reorganizing or not?
Reorganizing.
Will it be?
No, not yet.
Not yet, right? So if further, okay, after you improve the effective communication, further you find out you need to restructure it. Will you do?
Yeah, I'll try to place it and discuss with my boss.
Discuss with your boss.
Yes.
Okay? Not ask your boss permission. Okay, under you, how many team members you have?
Not really yet.
Not ready yet.
Yeah.
Okay. If not ready yet, you need to just at the very beginning,
Yeah, I think
the plan, the first part, right?
consider.
Consider. That's good, you can fully apply. Not just focus on the effective communication only. You ask your boss, okay, after this, how many person she want to send to you? Under you. Okay? Because you should know how many bullet you have. Am I right? You want to organize, then nobody to organize. Okay? You ask your boss. After this, how many? Berapa orang semua kasih? Okay? And then you can start to plan. Okay? According to this goal. Okay? By organization organization. Okay? Thank you again. Come. Your key takeaway.
From teacher to train, I learned how to use the method to communicate with my subordinate. Okay, because in company I'm the person who my subordinate willing to talk about their problems. Okay, and then they willing to tell me means that I
future, what she learned from today, she can really help her to overcome all those challenges in the journey. Okay, in the journey, we are trying to improve up. Okay, how about that? Coincidentally, both of you also from Canada. Oh, okay. Coincidentally. Okay. This group. Itu mata. Tak mau pandang. Okay. Let's read.
So the things that I get, the diamonds of this of today lah. So I get is the applications for all the principles. Actually, I being exposed to the PDCA and also I think one of the things is PDCA lah, but then I don't really can link the steps together. Like sometimes the team establish and then followed by how to find the cause, then the selections of the solutions, then followed by the ECRS of that. So I still need some time to link, but it's a good experience that we have the case study. Then it really impact me lah. So I hopes I can apply the rules and principles in my own place lah.
Okay. Thank you. Okay. How about this group? Right, Pinky. Finally. Finally. Okay. Okay. Actually, today training is only applied to sales. Okay. Today training, all those contents that I deliver, it's not applied to sales alone. For every department. In example, admin, right? In example, admin. Okay. First, you need to know. Okay, as an admin manager, admin supervisor, do you have any subordinate under you? No. One. Do you need to dealing with others employees? Yes, right? So yes, okay, then you still need to use the 4 principles of organization structure. You still need to structure out, okay, you base on your admin goal. What's your admin goal? Admin also got goal. Admin don't have goal. Admin also got goal. Just the admin goal sometimes cannot be calculated, cannot be measured with monetarized. I cannot say, admin, this month goal is 500,000, cannot. Okay? But admin still have goal. You can't get it. Admin still can go related to your task progress. Every month, okay, what kind of key task, admin key task, you need to complete. Okay? How long will it take? This is all goal, you know. In example, okay, before you attend the training, okay, what regular admin work you need to do? What kind of supporting? Outlet. More detail. Outlet, what supporting? Paperwork. What kind of paperwork?
Fill out the form.
Okay, fill out the form for what?
For reporting.
For recording. Okay, the example here. admin can be progress role. In example, fill up the form. Okay, this is one of the routine job, right? Okay, how heavy is the job? How many forms you need to fill? Every day or every month? Okay, so every day, all this kind of admin job. Okay, do you have any idea up to now your performance speed? I mean, let's say an example. Last time maybe fill up one form. Okay, it may take you half an hour. Let's say you process. Another example, let's say you process the form from Wei branch. Okay, it maybe take you 2 days. Okay, that is the current performance. Okay, so when you're doing your planning, okay, so your goal can be set within 1.5 days or within 1 day you can process. That is also true. That is also true. How fast you can complete also true. As long as the goal got improvement, you still can reach to this. You still can take initiative, okay, to streamline the existing workflow. If you think that now, okay, now the process they submit things to you, you process, they take a very long time. Make you headache. Okay? Then you can make use what you learn today to either you want to streamline or either you want to create a new form or new procedure to make the things, okay, deliver more effectively. That is how admin can benefit from the cost. It's not just for sales. Don't misunderstand. It's not just for sales. It's all about how you organize your work. Okay? Organize your work by your own or organize your work together with your team or together with your boss. Also organize one. Boss also need to organize one.
Yes.
Right? So see, boss also need to organize. Okay? Got it? Any question? Okay, thank you. All share already. All sharing already. Okay. Thank you, everyone. This process, I just want to make sure, okay, at least there's something you can take back. Okay, but okay, believe in me. What you learn today, as long as you practice it, okay, your ability will soon increase one. Okay? No Q&A, no question? All very clear. Very clear means after this, I will ask Aileen, how's the kid performance after the workshop? Okay? Ask Chloe, how's Shirley performance after the workshop? Is that more independent? The way she report to you, how? Still ask you how? Or just ask you, Chloe, my solution is this. Can you support me? Okay, that will be the change. Okay? So, this is the fourth principle. This is a quick recap. This is not recap. Okay, this is the problem solving cycle. Also, we do the recap already. And this is the Maslow hierarchy. Maslow hierarchy is very important. Okay, after this you can do more further study of it. Because the more you know about humans, okay, the more easy you can deal with your subordinate. Okay? This is the ECRS, this is the PDCA. Okay? So as a conclusion, if we are able to identify which components are the most critical components and are able to overcome them with the right training or coaching of resources, then the performance gap should be able to close up. As a manager, we are also play a role as a coach. Okay? As a coach, to coach your subordinate. Okay? To align with the organization goal. The main difference between the coach, okay, and the superior is the coach are more patient, okay, to develop people based on care. You care. You care them, you coach them. Okay? Coach you enough. Yes, right? So it's step 1 foot further. Okay? Okay? Manager are not just manage tasks only. Okay? We need to grow people through coaching. Your subordinate grow, which means you are getting more, less easy. Just like Kinnick always say, he wants to operate the company autopilot. Okay? So, according to this goal, you need to plan. What he do is, he restructure the whole team. That is what he do. He restructure the whole team and looking for new tech solution, okay, to streamline the whole process. That is what he doing. Then he know, after he doing all these things right, then he can enjoy. Okay? So we have to be think like that. Okay? Don't want to become hero. Everything like the best one. As a leader, please don't. Okay? So for my personal experience, as a gift to you all, okay, when we deal with people, when we deal with human, okay, the most critical challenge is not related to knowledge. Okay, it's not related to knowledge, it's not related to their skill, it's also not related to their habit. Even they have bad habit, okay, as long as their attitude is still okay. Okay, these people still can develop. If these people, the attitude is the main problem, okay, then this is real problem. It's quite difficult, okay? It's quite damn difficult to solve the attitude problem. The rest, knowledge, easy. No knowledge, give knowledge. No skill, train. That habit, you culture it, you cultivate it with your corporate culture. That's all. Attitude, really bad. Okay? So you need to identify also. Okay? When you form your organization, okay? If that person is really, you double and double after us 5 why, is still back to attitude, then the E, the ECRS, okay? The E should be eliminate. Okay? Don't waste time. Okay? Because the communication cost among the organization, okay, is high, which means your performance should drop. It's very realistic. Okay? So, thank you. That's all for today. Okay? I hope that after today's training, Okay, when you go back to your own organization, you can really make good use of it. Okay? The slide I will send to your superior. Okay? No worry. Okay? No worry. I just worry, will you remember? Will you train it until it becomes your muscle memory? Okay? Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Yeah, perfect. So I think that this is some things that very, very touching, especially is like